So we might finally know why eBay sales have been slow since April 20th, 2018. Hey, what's up guys? Paul here. So I've heard some rumors about why our eBay sales might be slow. I can't independently confirm what is going on, but I have heard this from good authority. I have heard this from someone who has nothing to gain by making this up and actually has everything to lose. So I'm going to share that with you. Apparently what's happening is that in Israel, a bunch of dropshippers or the owners of dropshipping software are suing eBay. They actually took them to court yesterday, is what I heard. And they're claiming that eBay is intentionally doing this to dropshippers and singling us out. I was provided with the court documents. Unfortunately, I can't read them because I do not speak Hebrew or read Hebrew. So I'm sorry that I can't independently look at that and tell you exactly what it says. But from what I hear is that they're claiming that eBay has been throttling back us on the search results, and that we are being discriminated against for that, basically. eBay apparently has admitted that they are throttling us back about 20% so that we don't rank as high as non-dropshippers. They claim that they are doing that because we provide bad customer service, that we cancel orders and manipulate the cancellation reason, saying it's the customer's choice when really it's because we don't have the item in stock or our supplier doesn't have it in stock. The dropshippers came back and said, what you're saying is not true. It's a very general statement that we provide good customer service overall. A lot of us have 99% positive feedback. And there's really no reason you should be discriminating against us because we pay the same fees as non-dropshippers, and yet we are not provided by you with the same service. eBay is claiming that they have the right to do this and that they actually like dropshippers because we fill the gap between what is available on eBay and what is not available on eBay. It's only available on websites like Amazon. So to that end, they still want us to dropship on eBay, and they're not throttling back our search results for items that no one else is selling wholesale on eBay, only the items that other people are selling wholesale on eBay. And so that's what they're saying about it. And there has not been any court decision about this yet. The software companies were also arguing this is also unfair because eBay gave no warning about this. About a month before it happened, they had allegedly sent out a letter to a lot of Israeli dropshippers saying you need to provide more information about where you're getting your supplies from, your products from, and where they're being housed and where the inventory is. It was a very vague letter. People didn't know how to respond to it. A lot of people didn't do anything about it. eBay is claiming that that was the warning that they gave. Now, the problem with that is that it was a very vague letter. It was only done about a month ago, and apparently eBay had been planning this for about a year. And also, we in the United States didn't get that letter, and we weren't even sure if that letter was real because so many of us didn't get it. The other problem is that eBay has been encouraging us to do this for so long. Every time we call and tell them, yeah, we source from Home Depot, Amazon, Walmart, they say, great, that's fine. They've also had dropshippers like us speak at their conferences, and they've encouraged people to learn about how to do this. So it's unfair that they are now coming out and saying, yeah, we like that you do it, but we're not going to rank you as high, even though you're paying the same fees. And that's basically the crux of the argument as far as what I know. So again, I don't know with 100% certainty if this is actually happening, if this lawsuit is actually going down, and if eBay has actually admitted this. But I did hear this from the head of the software company that's suing eBay. I know the guy a little bit, I trust him, and he has nothing to gain from this and everything to lose. So I really don't see why he would be lying about it. I will share my reaction to this, and that's that I think this is a really stupid move for a number of reasons. One, because it's not working well. I know a lot of thrifters who also saw a significant drop in sales since April 20th. They're not doing drop shipping, and yet they're impacted by this as well. I also know some dropshippers who weren't impacted by this at all. So it's not affecting every dropshipper equally. And the whole point of this is to not give dropshippers as much exposure. So even if a couple of them get through the crack and manage to rank higher than all of us, then the whole point of it is worthless. Then it doesn't work at all, right? So I think that's another stupid reason. And the third reason that I think this is really stupid is because eBay is really messing with the wrong people here. We are drop shippers. We are very persistent. We're determined. We always find a way to persevere. I remember when I first started drop shipping, my parents and some other people said there's no way that this would work. But I showed them that it does work. I proved that it does. And I know plenty of other people who had the same experience where people just told them there's no way that this could work, but we found a way to make it work. And last year, you know, every time eBay makes some sort of change, like eBay started automatically approving returns, and then we got a whole bunch of boxes shipped to us in my house. And we thought that drop shipping was dead at that point because it could no longer be location independent. But we found a way around that. We found a way to make it work anyway. So we are really persistent. We're determined. And all we have to do is figure out how eBay is identifying us as drop shippers. And once we do that, we can basically manipulate the algorithm and make it so that eBay doesn't yet know that we are drop shippers. And in fact, some of my students have reported that they have opened brand new accounts and have listed their items that used to sell well into their new accounts. And those items are now selling well. And that's been my experience as well. I started experimenting with this, and that is working. And we're also finding other ways to make this work. So I'm going to share with you guys a screenshot that I took of my store, one of my stores. Let me clear out some of this. So there we go. There's a screenshot over here on the right. You'll see around April 20th, there was a big drop in sales. And then the past few days, my sales have been much higher. And that's because I've been trying new things. I've tried 2 new things in the store, which I really should have only tried one thing. But the 2 things I tried was I lowered my prices by a little bit, and I started doing promoted listings. And it seems like one of those 2 things, or both of them, have increased my sales. So in my other store, I've now lowered my prices by a little bit. So now they're the same profit margins, but I didn't do promoted listings. So we'll see which store does better with those different variables. And I encourage you guys to experiment yourselves and to share what is going on so collectively we can work together to solve this problem. Now, the good news is that, let me fix my screen now. So the good news is that even when things aren't at their best on eBay, this is probably the worst my sales have ever been, I'm still making between $200 and $300 a day in profit. So this is still a very good business model. It still works. And I'm finding ways to get my numbers back up. And I think together we can work together to have all of our sales get back up. So I just want to leave you guys with some encouragement. I just want to remind you guys that when things get tough, just remember that you're part of this community now. You are part of the eBay dropshipping community, and together we can accomplish anything. Like the guys in Israel just sued eBay. That's pretty incredible that they did that. We are determined. We always find a way to make things work, and we persevere no matter what. And that's what we're going to do now. We're going to address this head on, and we will find a way to persevere. So thanks guys for watching, and I will give you more updates as I learn more. Again, I just have to say, if these rumors about what's happening in Israel turn out not to be true, I'm sorry. I just felt like this is something I had heard from a few different people. I felt obligated to share it with you guys. So I just wanted to make sure that I got that information out to you. So thanks for watching, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful day.